All right, so it took quite a while, but I finally got a pair of the LeBron 19s in hand and on feet. Wanted to give you guys kind of a review from a casual perspective, let you guys know my thoughts on the new model of LeBron's. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? Hess here. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys are new to my channel and you guys enjoy the content, consider subscribing. If you guys want to shop at my website, Collective Kicks, I post a bunch of sneaker deals for you guys every single week. And if you guys want to buy a pair of LeBron 19s, I will link them in the description. However, this colorway did sell out. They do have a white and blue colorway that is still available, and I believe retail price is $200. The box is kind of crazy. It has this really interesting print all over. Kind of reminds you like the Jordan 20 era where they had like that all over sort of print of just a bunch of different graphics on the box. This has some LeBron and some space inspired graphics on it, and it does say LeBron 19 on it. This colorway is the Mantra Orange and Light Blue Fury, and 9.5 is my true to size and what I ended up getting. Also, something noteworthy is that wrapping paper on the inside of the box. On the inside lid right here, it says "Long Live the King," and then there's actually a Warner Brothers logo right here, so it's officially licensed. Space Jam New Legacy, all related characters and elements, blah blah blah. It also came with a ticket, which is kind of cool right here. So it says "Admit 1," and it's like a carnival ticket. So kind of a nice little look here. It also talks about the tech a little bit on the flip side with some sketches, which is pretty cool. It does say Cushlon for the midsole, and then Air Max, and then Nike Air Zoom as well. Kind of a nice combination of three different technologies in this midsole. But straight out of the box, I got these out and I was like, did I get the wrong size? Like, I'm a 9.5. These feel like a 12. They just feel like massively huge in hand, and part of it is because it's just loaded in tech. Lots and lots of extras. You can see how much you're just floating above the ground with this giant massive air unit stack in the back. And then it's a really tall shoe on top of that. So it's almost like a sneaker boot because these things are massive. And for comparison, this is a LeBron 10 that I designed with Nike ID back in the day. This is like my Big Bang inspired colorway, and it's kind of nice that they have like the new Legacy colorway looking somewhat like a Big Bang as well. But you can see this one is definitely taller on the LeBron 19s than the 10s, and it's crazy the difference in the technology builds 9 years later for this LeBron. I mean, it went fairly simple to just balls to the walls crazy with all of the different added like accessories that they put on this sneaker. So some words from what Nike says about the model. LeBron thrives when stakes are high and the pressure is on. The LeBron 19 harnesses that energy with a lock-in fit and updated cushioning system. The snug inner sleeve is pulled together by a sculpted overlay that the laces feed through to help prevent the foot from moving inside the shoe. Embedded pods on the tongue and around the collar help reduce weight, keep the ankle aligned, and give players the secure feel and confidence to go all out when the game is on the line. The retooled cushioning system combines visible max air with a thick, responsive Zoom air unit underfoot. The max air helps to dissipate impact forces, while the Zoom air helps drive you down the court. The bottom of the shoe is designed to look like valves and tubes to form its inner workings. A full inner fit sleeve conforms to the foot for a snug, secure feel. The thin, transparent exterior layer is highly durable and lightweight to keep you contained and help reduce in-shoe movement. The rubber outsole is a micro-engineered blade pattern inspired by LeBron's crown logo to provide multi-directional traction. Pods embedded in the tongue and collar provide lightweight cushioning around the ankle and over top of the foot. Cushlon foam midsole is soft, stable, and responsive. Flywire cables rise up from the midsole to help harness your foot when you lace up. LeBron's logo is visible through the bottom of the shoe. So the engineering that they went through to create something new, especially 19 versions later, it's pretty cool to see that they're creating and innovating more and more. And this model is just wild. Again, it's just like a sneaker boot. I'm wondering if LeBron is going to prefer to play in these or the Soldiers, just because this is almost too tech heavy. And I'm thinking literally heavy because this thing weighs 1 pound 3 ounces for one of these sneaker boots, as I guess I should be calling them. It's a very, very heavy pair of sneakers, but LeBron's a big guy, and he probably needs that impact protection. I think that's along the lines of what they're thinking when they create these shoes. The materials, again, are very interesting. Lots of combinations of lots of different things. I think the things that stand out to me are the lace cage up the side, done in this like plastic sort of material that give you a little extra lockdown on the sides, along with the fly wire underneath this upper. But the tongue is actually attached from this point down, and it's not stretchy, so it's actually quite difficult to get on your feet, especially for like a wide footer myself. Definitely not the easiest shoe to get on. You really have to loosen the heck out of the laces to get them on. I do like the little weird air bubble unit things that they have on the side. It's kind of like little gel bubbles right here along the side and then also on the tongue. Something that they kind of moved along from the 18s. Cushlon midsole is nice, but the air units on the bottom is definitely where this thing is nuts. I also like the LeBron crown patterns of the traction. It's definitely something really, really big and bold on the shoe. And then you even have the LeBron logo with this huge pod in the middle. Also, the Zoom Air on the forefoot is really nice. I mean, Zoom Air in general, it just gives you that responsive snapback that you're looking for versus the Max Air that kind of gives you more of the cushioning. But I like there's a bunch of Easter eggs on the bottom of the outsole, just giving you a heads up. Like certain sections are like 20 PSI and so on. From a casual perspective, is this something you're going to see a lot of people wearing? It's tough to say, honestly. Like, it's a really heavy-duty pair of sneakers, so it's definitely something you could wear off the court, but it still doesn't have a lot of off-court appeal. I think that's one of the things. They've gone so tech-heavy and so performance-based that it's hard to, like, have that segue over into the lifestyle segment. That being said, if you want to pull these off casually, it's obviously something that you can do. I also wanted to mention that the piping around the laces is also a very interesting move. It uses like that same sort of plastic material as the lace cage right here, but it does all the way around for the trim and then also around the collar, which is kind of a little bit overkill. Probably you could use some fused material there and it would do just fine, but they wanted to elevate it a little bit, I'm assuming, and that's why they use this plastic sort of material. And it kind of does do that. It makes it look kind of cool, but I could see other colorways also using this piping material and creating sort of an extra effect on the upper. Primarily, it's just like two-piece upper, but it's not at the same time because they use all of these extra little cutout windows and so on. So it's definitely something that could have been a lot more simple, and they decided to add a lot of different layers over top. Overall, though, the LeBron 19 is definitely going to be an acquired taste for most of the people out there. I don't see it flying off of shelves because of that $200 price point. However, if they do some sort of limited colorways, I'm sure some of them will fly off the shelves. And I'm curious if they're going to do any lifestyle collaborations. Like previously, they did like a Kith collaboration with some LeBrons. I'm just wondering if they're going to do anything else in that space. I don't really see it happening because this model just doesn't really scream like lifestyle. It really has, again, a very heavy performance base to it. But I was very interested in seeing them in hand and on feet. They're comfortable for sure. Big, huge, bulky, comfortable pair of sneakers. And again, they look massive just because they really are the tallest sneakers probably on the market. And on top of that, the massive stack of air underneath is pretty ridiculous as well. But I kind of like them. I'm not 100% sold on them being casual just because they are kind of difficult for me to put on my feet. And it does feel like you're wearing like boots, like I said. But at the end of the day, what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section about the LeBron 19s. Obviously, from a performance perspective, this is really made for like power forward centers sort of positions. If you want to go quick, this probably isn't the shoe for you. There's a lot quicker options out there. But anyways, hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys want to buy a pair, check the link in the description. And maybe we'll see you guys back for some more videos. All right, peace, guys.